Hello everyone, this is Chris, and today is finally the day. Today we are finally going to go and get started on our mega base. Go to brand new chunks and get at least the very start of our brand new mega base started today. There was a lot of starts in that one sentence there. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's head over to the one place I picked out. And it is actually quite a decent distance away because I did need quite a bit of flat space to build my mega base, because what my mega base is actually going to be is basically a huge castle right on top of a mountain. Think of BOO's castle from season 7, but just my version of that castle. And when I say my version, I kind of mean someone else's, because the main shell of this castle I took from someone else, but I can't really credit who did it because I found so many other people trying to take credit for it, so I'm not exactly sure who built this originally. It's just not me. Here we are at the place I picked out for where my mega base will be, and you can see that people have already found out that I have found the place. But yeah, it's very big, it's very wide open, it has lots of plains, lots of forests, and lots of free and flat space for what I want to do. And what I want to do first off is just lay out an outline in the sky, or a rough outline in the sky, as to where this one mega castle will be. I think something like this will be high enough. So now I'm gonna make, I think, about a 150 by 150 dirt square, I guess. I can't remember if my my mega castle is gonna be that big or something like that, but I think it's roughly around there. So let's do that. And while we do that, I want to talk about new members, because as it turns out, a lot of people are interested in joining Cosmic, and yeah, I think you can kind of see the flaws with adding so many people, especially all at once. So I think right now, if you are interested in joining, the best way I'm doing it is, I think, to start with letting us get to know you a little bit. And I think the best place to do that is on my personal Discord, which is linked down below, because yeah, there's a whole bunch of other cosmics on that Discord too. So yeah, the best place to I guess start is to just let us get to know you a little bit. Let us know who you are, what you're like, and other things like that. And then maybe at some point later we could actually work on getting you inside of the Cosmic Discord and inside the realm itself. Whoa. Okay, so this feels so much bigger than what it actually is. It's 150 by 150 square, but I guess because of the realm distance where you can't really see as far, it doesn't seem as small as it is. But yeah, this is pretty much roughly the size of what I want my main base to be. And let's head back up there and actually get to work. And I think the best place to start is actually the open gateway. We're gonna have basically a gateway which you walk through, which will lead down a long path down the long mountain, which we will have to be terraining at some point in the future. But yeah, I think that's probably the best place to start. Just to know where the gateway is will help know where everything else will be. Except what we made right here is actually just part of the main fencing area. But alright, now we can start working on the main opening, the main entrance way right here. Also, let's get to work on this little walkway at the very entrance of the gateway too. Mainly because I'd rather fall in this cobblestone than all the way down there. And this entrance uses a lot of stairs, and particularly spruce stairs, and with stairs being so finagling and with being so high up, it's no easy task doing something like this. And after some stair finagling, we managed to build the whole entrance. Well, the main part of it, but yeah, this already looks off to a really good start, and we can't even go far enough back. There's not enough land to go back on to have a good look at this, but I think this is a good angle. But yeah, already off to a pretty good start. But again, that is only just the start, because what we're working on now is actually a big I guess open and flat area, which will link onto a whole bunch of other areas. So yeah, that's what we're going to be working on next. And I would love to do this in a third-person time-lapse, but right now, every time I try logging onto my alt accounts on my phone, it just automatically relogs me into my This Is Chris 999 accounts. I didn't set up anything or anything like that. I think there might be a glitch where it just automatically does it. So for now, it is just going to have to be jump cuts for now. One jump cut later, and we managed to build the entirety of this first courtyard right here. And looking at it from up here, it's just I love this pattern. This is just such a cool looking pattern. You might notice that it also used some calcite, and while I did have quite a lot of it, I did run out about halfway through building this, so I did have to go exploring for a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I literally only mean a little bit, because only about 100 blocks from our mega square. Because heading ourselves down here, I managed to actually find myself an amethyst geode, and you might notice that there's a small bit less calcite and other types of things like that around there, because, you know, I did have to mine out quite a decent amount of it, but yeah, that does mean we do have ourselves an amethyst geode we could probably farm at some point. But unfortunately, that'll have to wait, because we have still so much we have to do with this one base. Starting with this one slab stairway that'll lead to the main part of the castle. Yeah, something like that looks good. But now it's actually time to start working on the proper build part of this castle, and basically what this building is going to do, at least right here, is it's going to wrap around to the main part of this castle area, and I think this part right over here will be, I don't know, maybe like a kitchen, or like maybe a small storage area. I don't know yet, I haven't worked it out yet, but we can figure that out after we get the whole thing built. And I'm using some blocks I don't think I've ever used for a proper mega base, like, ever, and that is this white mushroom stem. So yeah, that's kind of exciting, though it is going to be very hard to get a big bulk of these amount of mushroom stems. A couple hours later, and now we have the majority of this side done, or at least the first layer of it. And I gotta say, even though this doesn't have a roof yet, this is already looking pretty cool. And right now, I'm not really gonna worry about the detail work on the interior, but I am gonna work on the I guess the main shell of each and every room, like what I did right here. But before we do that, let's actually get to work on this roof. So the majority of these roofs on this castle is going to be made out of cobblestone. And don't worry, it sounds pretty bad when I say I'm building everything made out of cobblestone for the roof, but let me assure you, the end product actually looks really good. And I'd love to prove it to you if I hadn't completely run out of cobblestone. Out of all the things to run out of, cobblestone would be the last one that would come to mind. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem, because I think I still have a whole bunch of cobblestone back at my starter house. I hadn't realized how long the singular tunnel was until I had to walk back through it again. And it's still going. Finally, we made it back to the main area. Huh, I could have sworn I had more cobblestone than I did, because, This is literally all I have. Good thing I have this cobblestone generator then. With my pockets now completely filled to the brim with cobblestone, let's head back to the base, or the main base. And back down this really long, narrow corridor. If corridors could have names, I would call this thing the Infinite Corridor, because that's exactly what it feels like. I really hope we don't have to do too many more back and forth trips, because they take literally forever. Long nether walks aside, let's actually get back to work on finishing up this one part of the roof. Honestly, didn't think it takes so long to build this one roof. But now that it is built, what does it actually look like? Ooh, okay, so yeah, you can see how the cobblestones does sort of work with the style we're working with, and yeah, already, for the most part, we have pretty much the exterior of one wing done of this castle. And I know I said I didn't want to do the interior today, but I do want to do at least a little bit of the interior. I can't remember if I said what I was going to have done at that first floor, but what I want to have at this second floor is actually a storage room, because most of this castle is going to be kind of a maze to walk around, and even though, like, I'm gonna learn it as I go, I still want, like, easy access to all my things, and I think, like, up here is going to be, relatively easy to get to. And if there's not enough space up here, then maybe we can find another place for it, but at least for right now, we can have we'd have some type of a storage room up here. That's of course after we build the ceiling to the first floor at least. Now that we have our canvas in place, let's actually get to work up here by starting by, I guess, flattening off the ground and filling in all these holes around the place. And now let's work on actually cleaning up some of these walls. And you know what, let's add a ceiling to this floor too. Oh, I didn't realize that then that would have finished the main room. Apart from the storage part of it, obviously, and let's be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Like, we are in freestyle mode right now, and sometimes that could go really well, and other times that could go really bad, but hopefully this time is a better one than a latter one. Is that what people say, better than latter? No, that's like former than latter. You know, I hope it's good, that's all I'm trying to say. from the looks of things, freestyling has actually given us something that looks pretty good. So a couple things. First off, none of these chests have anything inside them. They will be filled in eventually. Second off, I will try and be a little bit more organized. Before I just threw things in chests, but this season I'll try to be at least a little bit more organized. And thirdly, there's a bit of free space just around here, and I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. So, if you have any ideas, leave them down below. But one thing I'm almost certain I know we need is a proper way up. Right now I've just been using this, this one dirt stairway, and you know, it works. It does its job getting me up and down, but I think we need like a proper way in actually getting ourselves up and down inside of our storage system. And when I say storage system, I obviously mean storage room. In this stairway, we'll actually go up far enough to link into a big tower, which I'm going to build eventually. But for now, let's just worry about the stairway linking to the storage room. This is much better, a much more official way in getting to our storage system. Goodbye, dirt staircase. And hello to at least the start of this one tower, which we'll be building. And while there is still going to be a lot of stone being used in this one tower, I'm also going to mix in a little bit of a sandstone, or a smooth sandstone, just to mix it up just a little bit, because otherwise it would be very boring with everything just looking extremely gray. So hopefully this sort of color will at least spice it up a little bit. Oh, and very quickly, let's add a wall on this side of this one room, just to call this one room officially done for at least for now. That's a little bit more official. And while we're at it, let's touch up on some of these other walls around the place. Not quite complete, but looking better. We could put some walls over here, a few walls over here. Oh, definitely some walls over here. And this is what it looks like right now. And yeah, granted, it's not done. It's obviously not done. It hasn't gone up to as high as it needs to be. It has no roof. It has, like, most of the walls aren't even finished. But you know what? It's a good start. It's getting there. And we'll worry about building up that tower more later because, ran out of sandstone. So for now, let's just worry about continue wrapping this one part of the build or the castle around the main courtyard area by continue building up these walls. And this side is pretty much gonna look roughly the same as this one, just flip this way. And the big difference is that we're going to have to sort of try to link this up somehow to where this big main stairway is, which will be fun always. Like, it's always fun trying to work out things that you've already built into, and always have to figure out how to link it together. So yeah, but hopefully shouldn't be too bad. Should be just be able to put one of these things into one of those things, and everything should be tipsy-turvy, or however you want to say it. I don't know why my language skills are just so all over the place, especially as of late. I don't know, maybe it's just that time of the year where my brain just only works half the time, or half my brain only works. I don't know, maybe something like that. I may only have half a brain that's working right now, but at least my building skills are still on point today. Oh, it was bound to happen! It was just bound to happen! Oh, huh, I lived to fight another day with literally one heart to spare. Someone should build some guardrails up there so half-brainers don't slip off again. Maybe we ought to add at least a little bit more flooring right here, just to prevent more slips from happening. Now that we've properly safety-proofed at least a little bit back there, let's continue working on this one wall and ceiling, or roof up here. And once again, ran out of cobblestone. Like, I shouldn't say why is cobblestone the one thing I keep running out of. Like, look at how much I'm using, but yeah, you would never expect me to run out of cobblestone, especially twice in the same video. At least we still have some cobblestone stairs left, so we can do at least a smidge more work right now. And it looks like Super's interested in checking out the base, so that's kind of cool. Or could be worrying that he's heading over here. Actually, nah, he's a nice guy. He'll be fine. Oh, here he is. Okay. Do I get your approval? Is this a good thing? Yes? He's looking at me. I feel like I'm being spied at with him looking through that spyglass. Do you approve? Is this good? Or am I doing this wrong? The tension is building, waiting for him to respond. The tension is so building. Nice, that's a lot of work done in a short time. Yeah, okay, phew. Fears put to rest, he seems to like it. Which means that I'm definitely going in the right direction. And as Super was on his way out, he gave me this thing. The hot potato give it to someone. So next video, we might have to look for a certain person to give this hot potato to. But even though I would love to continue working on this one castle in this one video, I kind of kind of ran out of time. I still need time to edit this video, to get it ready, to get thumbnails and all that types of stuff, and yeah. But even as of right now, from what we did in just this one singular video, yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot of good work getting our base properly started, getting, like, so much stuff built. Like, you remember, when we first came over here, this is just sky in the air, but now we have what will be the start of our main mega base of this one season. So, look forward to seeing plenty more videos of us working on this one castle in the future, but for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.